Luckily today, we have representatives from the Saudi Tourism Authority, Diriyah, Alula, and Red Sea. I would like to start first with our President of Americas in Europe. He overlooked the strategy of the Saudi Tourism Authority over the past 3 years. With no further ado, Mr. Hazim Al Hazmi, President of Americas and Europe.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to welcome you all to our event today. We're very excited on behalf of Saudi to firstly participate in the ITB. It is our first ever participation, being the last big comer into the tourism sector globally. We come today with full force, with around 50 trade partners being present with us at the booth, showcasing the amazing offerings in Saudi, the experiences. We have more than 200 bookable products to showcase, a lot of business partners, DMCs, airlines, hotels, in addition to colleagues from other destination management organizations within Saudi. Before talking about tourism, I'd like to remind you all that Saudi a few years ago has embarked on a massive transformation journey, a journey to take this nation to the next level, a vision that we call Vision 2030. Not only Vision 2030 focuses on economically diversifying dependency on oil, but it is also rather a comprehensive social development plan that aims to improve quality of life for Saudis, Saudi residents, and Saudi visitors. The topic of tourism sits at the heart of Vision 2030. It will enable us to diversify our economy while also opening up to the world, showing what we have in terms of heritage, in terms of history, in terms of how we can be a member of the global society from a human perspective. For the past 3 years, we have invested a lot. We think that there is a great opportunity. Saudi is not only blessed with a great massive land, it has a lot of diverse natural topographies, from desert dunes to a very long coastal line on the Red Sea, to different mountains, greenery, all kinds of natural resources that enable us to unlock, invest, and offer this to the tourists. In addition to that, we do have a very rich, intangible pool of assets, from arts to music to culinary, diversity to fashion, all things that our modern tourists are looking for while they immerse into their trips traveling abroad. In addition, we are the home of Mecca and Medina, the two holy cities for Islam, and the destination that 1.7 billion Muslims globally aspire to come and visit. We have substantiated this opportunity by committing more than $800 billion in terms of investments in the sector. This makes Saudi the biggest investor in the tourism sector globally. And today, hopefully, and through the ITB, we will showcase some of the things that we have achieved in the past 3 years. We have invested initially in accessibility. 3 years ago, when we approved the National Tourism Strategy, specifically in Q4 of 2019, we've launched the first ever tourism visa to Saudi Arabia, opening the doors of the country and showing the world that we are welcoming everyone with open hearts and open minds. In 2022, we've improved the regulatory environment of the visa, whereby we offered on-arrival visa for residents of the Schengen area, the UK area, and the United States area to achieve this visa on arrival. We've also very recently launched a stopover visa for 96 hours when you travel on both the national carriers, Saudi Airlines and Flynas. In addition to investing in accessibility, we have also invested in connectivity. Saudi is today connected through airlines to 140 cities globally. Amongst those, 30 lie in Europe. We are investing in connectivity, and we aim to be connected to 250 cities by 2030. The first step of that is our recent agreement with Wizz Air, where we have identified 24 incremental routes that are being activated as we speak. Additionally, we have invested a lot in infrastructure, building airports, roads, hotels, experiences in cultural and heritage sites. The King Salman Airport that has been announced recently as well will hopefully be a connector between East and West. The aim is to be the airport that hosts 120 million visitors by 2030. Additionally, and in addition to the existing 400 room keys that are available across Saudi, there have been commitments for an incremental 850 room keys by 2030. And the great thing is that this journey we are walking together with the private sector, where private sector is funding around 70% of these investments. Of course, tourism sector is very commercially driven, and without the proper commercial agreements with our trade partners, we have signed 40 agreements in the past year. We have connected with more and engaged with more than 11,000 trade partners globally, whereby we were able also to host more than 500 of those most prominent trade partners to show them what Saudi has to offer and to sign agreements with them in order to be able to make it a mutual benefit for all parties. In addition to that, we are investing heavily in enabling and empowering our trade partners through different digital platforms such as the Saudi Expert, the Saudi Tourism Accelerator, and the Nusuk platform that is a one-stop shop for all religious visitations to Saudi. The European market represents to us a strategic priority. Last year only, we have received more than 500,000 visitors from the Europe region. This was done through the establishment of 8 offices, representative offices in the most important countries in Europe that would enable us to connect with the trade, showcase Saudi, and a push for awareness, marketing, and trade deals that will help us achieve our goals. Through these offices as well, and through consumer research that we are very, very proud to have established, we are trying to more and more to understand the needs, the unmet needs of the European visitor, be able to cater and channel for those needs through channeling this information to different DMCs, to different investors, in order for us to be able to build an offering that is demanded and wanted and appreciated by the visitor. Now, how did we do in terms of results? Last year was a great year, a great historic year for us. We were able to achieve 93.5 million visits. This includes both domestic and international inbound visitations. While the world was recovering to pre-COVID levels, Saudi was leading the G20, as per the UNWTO, achieving a growth of 121% year on year. This enabled us to move up the ranks. As per the World Economic Forum, Saudi has raised 10 ranks in terms of international inbound, as an international inbound destination, reaching up to the 33rd place globally. We started the year strong, 2023. In January alone, we have received 2.5 million visits of inbound visitors from outside the country. Now we have a lot to showcase. And I invite you all to visit us at the booth and interact with our different team members in order to learn more about Saudi and learn more about the different schemes that we have and the exciting projects. Before introducing my colleagues who are representing the different destination management organizations within Saudi, I'd like to remind you all that we have a very clear vision with very clear coordinates of success. We are putting and committing the resources that would enable us to reach those coordinates, being one of the top 5 global destinations by 2030, and we have already achieved results. We are going there, and I invite you all to engage with us and take part of this amazing journey. I'll now introduce you to my colleague, Abdurrahman Al-Jafri, representing Diriyah, who will take us through and unlock some of the great projects that they are working on. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Hazim. inspiring. So hello everyone, beautiful morning, beautiful afternoon, cold, chilly outside. So this is Abdurrahman and I'm leading the Destination Management Office at Diriyah. What in front of you is a UNESCO World Heritage Site that anchors the whole offering that we have. I structured my presentation in a way that I take you to the past to tell you the story of Diriyah. Then we travel to the future, then to take you on what's happening today. So Diriyah established in the 16th century in the middle of the desert, where Mecca and Medina migrated from the eastern province, moving to the central region of Saudi Arabia. Mecca and Medina found a place where it was fertile, the bank of Wadi Hanifa, a green place in the middle of the desert. It has water. It's a place where you can establish a civilization. So he decided this to be the hub for commerce and to be in the center of Arabia. At the 18th century, what you see in front of you, this was the home of this first capital of Saudi Arabia. It's in Diriyah, it's called Al-Taif. A city was built in 1727, made of mud brick, a resilient material that came from the ground. However, after almost 100 years, it falls for the Ottoman siege, and it stayed there for almost 200 years until His Majesty King Salman decided to revive this place and to bring it back to life. I'll travel with you to the future now to show you how the destination is going to be by the final completion of the project at 2028. Enjoy the next 90 seconds. So after traveling to the future, let me take you back today. We are located at Riyadh, so we're building a city within a city, which is connected to the airport with almost a 20-minute drive, connected to the city center with another 20 minutes drive. So we're adding a new depth and dimension for Riyadh city to be the hub of culture and heritage. This is our master plan in numbers. So we're building a city of 14 square kilometers to target a 27 million visitors by 2030, a city anchored around culture and heritage. So we're building museums, institute, and even we're building an interactive museum scattered around our master plan. We're going to have a 38 hotel. Then we're going to have more than 40 retailers. And everything in our destination is anchored around the UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Taif, a mud brick. So the master plan is it's unique, authentic, built from mud, and we're targeting to produce 180 million mud brick. And when you visit us our booth, we have some of this mud brick to see how sustainable our destination is and how human scale the destination as a whole. So what's happening today? We've been to many trade shows talking about the future, talking about our master plan, talking what's going to happen. However, we opened the destination back in Q4 last year. We launched the UNESCO World Heritage Site to welcome visitors from all around the world. And just across the street, we're having a world-class, luxurious F&B district called Bujeri. The district has 21 restaurants, have a variety of offering, range from Asian, European, American, and of course, the Saudi authentic cuisine. Since we established our destination for the past 3 months, we welcome 700,000 visitors, mainly from the local community and from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and from the international community because we hosted the WTTC annual event at our destination. Now, let me show you what we have happening in terms of activation and the thing that you can experience today when you come to Diriyah. So we presented to you today Diriyah, what we call it, the city of earth. Now I pass the floor to my colleague, Julia, from Alula,